Morning everybody, it's Mark from MT.TrainRestorations. The time has come. It's finally here. Now that I've been moved from Arizona to Pennsylvania, kind of got settled, got my shop put together. As you can see kind of behind me, I've been working on things for a couple months now. But I've been procrastinating when it comes to my layout. My layout up until now has been delegated to a little folding table, one little loop, I think about 20 some inches, 29, 30 inches wide by 60 inches long, oval, and that's what I've been working on for 8, 9, 10 years, even in my old location. I never had the space to do anything much more than that. I got the space now, and a lot of space. So I bought the lumber way before Thanksgiving. Haven't done anything with it. So I figured it's time, since it's in my way in the garage to do things there. I figured, well, to get rid of that, I might as well start chopping it up and putting together some kind of an idea. So this video, you'll see what that idea was. Good or bad, it's out there. I've been putting it together, and I'm at a stage where I actually have a couple things running around the track, and you'll see that in the videos coming up. I got some photos and some videos mixed together, and we'll see. I got a lot of time on my hands to do that stuff with, so between working on engines for folks and whatever and making other videos, I'm going to play with the layout and see how far I can go. I'm going to share that experience with you. I'm not a layout expert, but I was a carpenter, so that helps a little bit. And I know enough about wiring to probably be dangerous. So we'll see what happens along the way. So here comes the experience. I hope everybody's ready for it. I am. Well, you can see I bought some lumber. I bought some 2x4s, some 4x4s, and some 1x4. And I started making tables, and this is what I'm going to do. So I made these frames up. I put a leg in each corner for now, and I made up 3 of these tables, and I'm going to assemble them in sort of a U shape and see what I come up with. So, checking for level. My basement floor is not the best, so I'm going to have some challenges ahead. But I do have an idea. I want to put some casters on the bottom. So making sure that all the legs are square. And plumb, I am putting some cross braces in here as well to make sure that we have some strength there as well as squareness. While I had it flipped over, I drilled through all of the areas that are going to get wire. So each stud there got holes drilled in for hot and cold wire. So I started throwing a couple of sheets of plywood around just to make sure I have a work surface. But as I said, drilling the holes, putting bracing on the legs. I want to make sure I have all that done before I flip them all back over again. Here you can see the U shape taking place. I have holes drilled through all the studs for the negative feed and the positive feed to go throughout all the places. Here I have it assembled for the most part where I think it's going to stay. And what I want to do is next that works for me. So I'm going to start the process of flipping them over. And here I'm assembling the last parts of the braces and so on before I continue, and I'm going to flip them one more time to put the casters on the bottom. So this is what I'm going to do. I got the casters, you'll see that in a minute. But I'm on my last legs there and braces, and we'll be soon be flipping them over for good. Well, you see it now with the plywood on. I'm just about finished with the plywood. and just tacking the corners for now in case I have to lift that up again for any reason. And I put the last piece of plywood on the corner, and now I'm going to look to make my transition over to space. Okay, so as you can see, I've gone ahead and laid down a lot of track into a pattern that I think will work. And actually, you know, threw some trains on there, wired up some power temporarily, and have been running around trying to get a feel for if I'm going to keep this layout or not. Threw a couple buildings around just for space purposes to see what fits. A lot of wiring yet to go. I got 5 switches currently, and got I think 3 or 4 of them hooked up, or 3 of them hooked up, and one's a manual, as you can see, and this one here got it wired together. I do have power to it. It does light up, but doesn't switch yet. And what I found was an easy fix for my entry point into the center area where, you know, in case you have to go in often enough to do things and work, I want an easy way in and out. So made a bridge out of a little platform, and it lifts in and out. So I made the track modifications over here. I can lift this piece right out and get in there and put the piece back down, and everything seems to work fine with it that way. So continuing this way, using a lot of 072 curves, as I mentioned earlier on. Got a switch here for kind of a yard to stack some trains, and I have a temporary stack here in the middle, and then I will have probably some buildings, whatever there. Not sure yet what I'm going to do. So anyway, more to come. So coming around to where I think I'm going to have the control center. Instead of crawling inside all the time, I am going to utilize an old TV stand. So it's on wheels, so it'll roll around. I can push it underneath. I'll have all my switches and buttons screwed to the top, along with my power supply. I have a lighting control panel that I have not opened up yet, to run all the lighting and so on, and buildings and accessories and things. So I got lots to go, a lot of things to do yet. But like I said, using the trains layout, running them, seeing where my soft spots are, any confusion spots, so on and so forth, is helping me complete my, you know, vision, I guess you could say, of where I need to apply lighting and holes, wiring, so on and so forth. Before I dropped the plywood down, you saw I drilled holes throughout, and I pulled wires through the main feeders in a U-shaped all the way around, all the way back to the control table down here. So that's where we're at. More to come. Bye-bye. Okay, well, wasn't that a wonderful video? I hope everybody enjoyed it. I did. I had a lot of fun. And so far, like I said, I didn't show you all the disasters and all the sparks and all that kind of things along the way, but it's coming together the way I kind of have planned, and I see it. I think it'll work out with the layout the way it is. I may change a couple more things around yet, I'm not sure, but I'll continue. I'll put a video together as I go along and keep it going for a while, and in between other videos for things. So I'm not saying this is part one or part two or whatever it is. It's the beginning, and it's up to this point right now where I do have some trains running and so on, but I do want to come up with a way to cushion the track. I don't like a lot of the noise from the rails being right on plywood, so I haven't decided how I'm going to do that yet. I'll be able to lift sections up, pretty big sections of track to put whatever underneath it on. I use mostly 30-inch straights that I picked up recently from Menards. So it's a lot of 30-inch straights, a lot of 072 pieces. So if I have to lift up some sections, it won't take me too long to put either some cork or some rubber or some carpet or something, maybe some foam. If folks have some ideas of what worked best for them, please put it down in my comments, or you can email me. My email again is MT.TrainRestorations@gmail.com. Please send me any kind of comments you may have on what you saw. Who knows, I'm maybe doing it all wrong. Maybe I'm doing it okay, I don't know. It's working for me right now. I think I have the logic put together, and it's been fun. I haven't done the layout since my brother and I were kids, actually. So until next time, Mark from MT Restorations. Again, please subscribe if you haven't. I'm getting close to the 1,000 subscriber threshold. I have a couple hundred to go, and it'd be great if I can get there by 4th of July. We'll see. Maybe that's a goal for me, and then we'll see what happens after that. So again, my email address, mt.trainrestorations@gmail.com. Until next time, thanks for watching. Be safe out there and enjoy trains. Bye-bye.